This is the story of a polar bear that faced an unimaginable fight for survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. The Arctic is a land of extremes, bone-chilling winds, endless ice, and temperatures that can plummet below -50°C. It's a place where only the strongest survive. Polar bears, the apex predators of this frozen world, are perfectly adapted to this environment. But even they can fall victim to unexpected and cruel challenges. One such challenge presented itself when a rescue team received a call about a lone polar bear spotted in a dire state. The bear was covered in millions of sharp barnacles clinging tightly to its body. These barnacles were not only piercing its skin but causing severe pain and infection. For an animal that relies on strength and mobility to hunt and survive, this was a death sentence. Every step was agony. The bear, unable to hunt or find food, was slowly starving to death. When the rescuers first saw the bear from a distance, they were struck by its condition. Its majestic white coat was dirty and matted, and it moved slowly, dragging its paws as if every movement drained its remaining energy. This bear, once a powerful predator of the Arctic, was now reduced to a fragile creature struggling to stay alive. The wildlife rescue team immediately mobilized. They knew this mission would be dangerous and challenging, but they also understood the stakes. The Arctic doesn't forgive mistakes. Every decision, every movement, and every second would matter. The team consisted of highly trained experts, wildlife biologists, veterinarians, and Arctic survival specialists. They prepared snowmobiles, tranquilizer guns, medical kits, and tools designed to remove the barnacles safely. The journey to the bear's location was grueling. The Arctic landscape is vast and unforgiving. Snowstorms can appear out of nowhere, and the ice beneath the snow can crack and shift without warning. But the team pressed on, driven by their mission to save the bear. After hours of travel, they finally reached the area where the bear was last seen. From a safe distance, the rescuers observed the bear. Its movements were slow and labored, each step a testament to its struggle. The barnacles were clearly visible, clinging to its fur and skin like a cruel armor. The team knew they had to act quickly. The first step was to safely sedate the bear. Using a tranquilizer dart, they aimed carefully, ensuring the dose was enough to put the bear to sleep without causing harm. The dart hit its mark, and after a few minutes, the bear lay down, breathing steadily. Once the bear was sedated, the team moved in cautiously. Despite being asleep, a polar bear's sheer size and strength are intimidating. The barnacle removal process began immediately. Each barnacle was carefully removed using specialized tools. The team had to be extremely precise. The barnacles had embedded themselves deep into the bear's skin, and removing them carelessly could cause more damage. It was a slow, painstaking process. As they worked, the rescuers discovered just how severe the bear's condition was. The barnacles had caused deep wounds, some of which were infected. The team cleaned each wound thoroughly, applying antiseptics and medications to prevent further infection. They also examined the bear's overall health. Its teeth and claws showed signs of malnutrition, a clear indication that the bear hadn't eaten in days, possibly weeks. The Arctic's freezing temperatures made the process even more challenging. The team's hands were numb, and their equipment often froze. But they didn't stop. Every barnacle removed was a small victory, a step closer to giving the bear a second chance. Hours passed as the team worked tirelessly. Finally, the last barnacle was removed, and the bear's wounds were treated. Now came the critical moment, the bear's awakening. The rescuers stepped back and watched as the tranquilizer wore off. Slowly, the bear began to stir. It blinked, moved its head, and eventually stood up. For the first time in weeks, the bear was free from the pain and burden of the barnacles. It took a few cautious steps, testing its strength. Then, as if realizing it was no longer in agony, the bear began to walk with more confidence. The rescuers watched in silence as the bear moved across the ice, its silhouette glowing in the light of the setting sun. It was a moment of triumph, not just for the bear but for everyone involved in the rescue. This mission wasn't just about saving one polar bear, it was a reminder of the critical role we play in protecting wildlife and preserving the fragile balance of the Arctic ecosystem. The team packed up their equipment and left the Arctic, but their work didn't end there. They continued to monitor the bear's progress through remote tracking devices, ensuring it had fully recovered and returned to its natural routine. This story is a powerful example of what can be achieved when compassion meets determination. The Arctic is a challenging and often unforgiving place, but moments like these remind us why conservation efforts matter. Every life saved is a step toward a better future for our planet and its incredible wildlife. If you were inspired by this rescue, consider supporting wildlife conservation efforts. Subscribe to our channel, share this video, and join us in making a difference. Together, we can protect the majestic creatures of the Arctic and ensure they continue to thrive for generations to come.